want to just kind of get a couple basic principles across. I want to do a stepping pattern and kind of show how that'll tie into some defense. And then I want to talk about getting behind the person. So when you get behind the person, that is like the optimal position you can have.
It's really like, I just want to bring up, like, what do you guys think are valuable skills for our mystical training and making sure that it's not interfering with our martial validity? Anyone have any ideas on that?
Mystical, the idea of a calm mind to some is probably very mystical, but first and foremost, that would be one of the mystical things that we would want, right?
Absolutely. But we want to make sure that we don't misinterpret that I'm enlightened and now I can stop a punch.
Exactly. Went to this bookstore and I got Inside Kung Fu, and this is in about 1992. And this article that I just dropped in the chat for you guys, this was in there. And I happen to remember, because that was my first kind of, I need to think about this versus, I grew up doing Kenpo karate at the beginning. So this was something that really kind of turned my corner, as it were, into thinking about these things. And just as generalized major distinctions, when we look at methods of generating power, and again, these are all generalities that don't necessarily fit for every style that we talk about. But in a general sense, internal, we're using the entire body to generate power, the whole body working in unison.
He tackles me, I'm done. So as he comes in and I see that, I want to get off the line and then stop him. So when I stop, I'm using my pung energy. I'm framing this right here, this shape. Come in again, and then just stop, try to come forward, try to drive through. So the pung stops him, and then if he grabs my leg, I actually want him to get my leg, so that way I can get his neck. And then I just rotate. So anytime you do a guillotine, don't just try and squeeze. So I neutralize right there. Just up and down. Underhook, over, under. So if somebody ever is grappling with you, they can do a number of things from here. When you have the underhook, like I said, you can step in for a throw. Or if their energy's going that way, you can just pull down and take down that way. And I want to just parry and lightly step. If he punches the other hand, I parry this way. Different targets I can attack. Fist over. Boom. You gotta reach him with a kick, right? So this is what we call that striking range. Trevor's throwing strikes, and I'm just walking in trying to grab him, right? That's not gonna work. So you have to have some way of bridging and connecting. Maybe stick. I'm in here. If he doesn't throw it, I'm still gonna have my hand here to control it. That was good. That last one was good. Yeah. So now think about that. He's not throwing his other hand, right? But he probably would. And even if he doesn't, now you're going to reach out your other hand to stop him. Even if he doesn't throw it, you're just going to touch it. Yeah. So you want to control him as you penetrate. That's it.
Yeah.
And this arm kind of comes up right there. If we're moving and it's a little bit harder when he's not as cooperative, right? So once I come in here. So from here, I gotta throw. I'm not gonna throw him though, but I can still kind of I can come to his wrist and then bring him through. It's gonna go deep into the tricep. Watch as yeah, that's it. And then that's your drag. Then pull him across and get behind him. Right, there you go, that's it. And then you've got a variety of takedowns from there. I got arm drag, and then I got his neck, or I can kick the back of the leg, right?
If you do that and you take them down, control the back of the leg with your foot. And I always consider this, if I put somebody down bigger than me and I don't really want it to go further than this, but they want to go, once they've got this position, that's an excellent time to stomp on the ankle if necessary.
Kicking the leg out.
Yep.
Well, if the person is too tall for you to reach up and get a headlock, could you kick the leg to get them down and then get the headlock?
Yes, exactly right. Then we turn, and my elbow goes down as my knee comes up. Then
I was noticing that if she goes slow, because she doesn't want to hurt me, she might have me in a somewhat compromising position, but I'm in a really good position to just pick her up and drop.
Well, that's where her knee, hopefully she needs you, and then she doesn't have to keep her knee up.
Well, say even if I manage to block the knee, you know, she only has this one arm in her control. I have this one, or I can just wrap or pick up.
Yeah, yeah. So there's always going to be variable, especially if people have skill, right? So we never count on like one technique to work. You have to flow within it. So if you do that technique and it's not working, you have to adapt and change with it. But these are just ideas, and that's good that you can point out some things that you two have experienced. Once he comes here, I'm going to clamp it there. I'm actually going to step back and put my hand here and step back. And then from here.
You were talking about you had the hand on the body, and you were about to show the head one. Were you going to show taking him down with the steering wheel, with the head?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, just kind of, because my hand was up top, so
Right.
my hand was on top on this one. He had two underhooks, which is what people want, because
especially being a little bit smaller, it's like especially daunting, but like probably one of the scariest things I feel like when it comes to like self-defense is the haymakers. Especially when somebody's like just throwing them one after the other. It takes like an extra second for your brain to even comprehend what's going on if you didn't know this person was coming at you. You know, it's not like they're right in front of you. If I don't know, do you have probably any like, go-to movement?
Yeah, so from there we try to get in close and get to our T position. So if he's throwing headmakers, so maybe I'm not good enough to do all my head movement and stuff like, but I see that thing coming a mile away. I'm gonna get in close. Boom, from here, then I immediately wrap and I try to get to the side, to this T position. Right? Just think about what ways people will attack you, and then and you can build your training around that. That's if you're interested in that. Like I said, people train for different reasons. So your training may be just for enlightenment or health or self-improvement.